I think this is the first actual full S Plus account. So, let's have a look. Deadly Assault, 150k Outpost Archives. So we have 32k without Aria on Vesper with Jane Vivi. I actually think if you would go for Zhao or Suna, just to get the Ether Veil here, you will be much better off instead of Yuzua. Yuzua is gonna provide the attack and the anomaly damage and disorder damage bonus, right? However, Vesper itself provides you 3 stacks, which is 45% anomaly damage, as well as the anomaly build-up rate. So going for this, going for Suna here, or even Zhao, is gonna be more damage than going for Yuzua, simply because of the Ether Veil. Also, it depends on your Mindscapes on Yuzua as well, to be fair. We definitely have some Mindscapes at play here, and we have 52k here with Dialin. This is probably M0. This one is probably gonna be M2 to M6, and I would argue 32k with Jane. We're probably looking at M2 Jane, maybe also M2 Yuzua or M2 Vivian. So, let's have a look at your Mindscapes. Look. M0 Sona, M1 Dialin, M6 YSG, okay. M1 Fufu, M2 Yuzua. What's your Lucia? M0. Do you have Sick? You don't have Sick, okay. Let me try this. I mean, to be fair, I have no idea how to play M2 Yuan, but we're gonna get to that. With Dialin, as also it's M1 Dialin. Do you have Sick on Dialin? You do have Sick on Dialin. 52k looks a bit too low for M2 Yuan. Can we get one more stun, please? I don't think we can. That is a bit unfortunate, actually. Yeah, actually, the Lucia, Sick, and M2 does so much here. Also, if I play this better, I can get one more stun. Damn, I didn't expect that Lucia Sick does so much. Okay, I accept defeat. Who did you skip? The entirety of the Obel squad. Damn. Adia skip. Oh my god. Adia skip. Your Nekomata is M4 and unbuilt. Unacceptable. So I suppose anything up until Bernice, and it's an AP Niece. M1 AP Niece. With Sick. That's a good slot 1. That's also not bad. We have your Sona is at 3.46 ER2. You're running. You skipped her signature. Fair enough, especially if you don't want to go for Adia, I guess. You have a good amount of attack subs. Yeah. I mean, roll better substats. Your skills are mainly built. Should be fine. I don't really think it matters here, specifically for YSG, and also if you were to go for Nangong Yu for anomaly teams. If anomaly teams get a good stunner, I don't think this matters much. Zhao, 27k with ER. That's a really good Zhao. Yeah, that is a really good Zhao. There's not much more to say. Unfortunately, Zhao doesn't do anything in terms of damage days. That looks fine. You have signature, ER, 2 PCR, looking good, right? Actually, you have a lot of subs on her. Good amount of attack. You're running attack here, right? Yeah, you do. Very nice. Lucia is at 23.5k. Very good amount of subs. I don't think you can run ER6. I think I would instead go for 2 PCR instead of ER6, but I mean, both works, right? Oginami Yuzua, 3k, 266. That is pretty good, not much to say. AP here, attack here, you do have her signature, that is okay, that is good. Everything is leveled, even the assist.
The Yeshunguan of Yunquai Summit, breaking all illusions!
Nice, YSG, 3345, 248. You are at M6, but that is very good. You're running crit damage attack. I wonder if you are going for Suna Zhao I think fist damage here is better. But you don't have one, so... I mean, you do have one here, but yeah, the substats are too good on anything here. I'm pretty confident if you can get fist damage, this one is gonna be, like, in the slot. It's gonna be better than attack, but you would need a good amount of attack subs. Everything requires attack, right? Keep in mind, I don't know why this is a mindset, just because it does physical damage. It profits of physical damage bonus, right? And this is just basically an additional MV. The only thing that does is it's an additional MV. So the only thing it does is it takes this number and adds 1500% to it. So your ultimate has a higher percentage here. But aside from that, right, the stats are really good. But yeah, you will need a lot more attack percent subs, which might be really difficult to get, to be honest. She's M6 and blowing everything up, the fists don't matter. Okay, but this is Seiatry we're talking about. This guy is gonna min-max every single Void Hunter until Oblivion. Great Yeshunguang, you know, aside from... I mean, not even aside, it's a great Yeshunguang. Not much more to say. Fufu, you do not have signature, you're running impact here, and you have 3, that is good. That's in fact really good. Attack, attack, a lot of good crit rate. You're running attack here. Oh, you have M1. Was it 10 or 12% crit rate? 12%. Okay, perfectly optimized. That is fantastic. Arguably, you could get more crit damage.
Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
You have M2, so you had 68%, 2, 6, 155. That's a great Yeshunguang. To be fair, I would run these as well. I would probably run this as well, simply because of the rolls, right? The rolls are fantastic. This is great. That is a really good piece as well. You have literally 2 times the same set. You have literally the exact same piece twice. There. Literally the exact same one. That is insane. Vivian, 384, you don't have signature. Oh, get her signature. You want the glowing hair. That is, otherwise... pretty good, except for this one, but I mean, roll better. There's not much more to say, that is just a flag. Oh, you're overcapping, 2%, unacceptable. Are you Moonlight on Astra? You are. Unacceptable overcap. Get worse discs. I mean, it's fine, right? If you could allocate 1 crit rate roll into something else, that would be fantastic, but given your substats, it might also be pretty hard. Because all of them are pretty good. Astra, M1, 155, 17, 33. You are... Let's pretend you're running Kaboom. You have ER. I mean, roll better substats, right? I mean, it is pretty good, right? You are not much short. That is arguably not really... bad at all. Okay, that is a little bit wasted in terms of skill levels, but otherwise that's a really good Astra. You're very close to hitting the max breakpoint here. You would need ideally some flat attack subs here and here. Okay, you can't get it here. And here, so like 2 flat attack subs here and a little bit better rolls here. It is hard. It is hard to do that, so... understandably. Jane, 3.2k. Do we run attack percent slot 5? You don't. Oh, you have practice perfection. Never mind. That is really good. Yeah, that is really good. You could argue that maybe for this one you want to prefer an AP one, but I mean, you don't really have an AP one. I suppose that is out of question. Simply because practice perfection doesn't really give you AP, right? But otherwise, that's really good, Jane. Not much to say. It's M2 as expected. Your Yuzua was M0. So M0 Vivian without Sick. M0 Yuzua and practice perfection Jane, and you got 32k versus Vesper. That's nice.
Purging slash.
M2 only? Wait, Seiatry, I thought you would at least have like M6. Like at the very minimum. M6 W5. And you have M2 W2. The Miyabi guy, regardless, right? All jokes aside, it's really good. You have the AM here. You have the right crit rate. Your crit damage is just perfect. You have a good amount of attack. Right, 3.1k with AM here. ice damage bonus, crit rate, great amount of attack substats, 2-piece astral voice to make up for it. You get 12% crit rate here. And was it 15% here? I think it was 15, right? 15, yeah. So you had... Okay, actually you're overcapping on crit rate by 2%. You're overcapping on crit rate by 2%. Crit rate plus 0. That would be difficult, I think. Your build is too good. Yanagi. 380, 3-1. That is good. That is really good. You do have Time Weaver, right? Great. Not much to say. Especially the assist. This doesn't even matter that much, but the assist. What do you mean, Mats? You go here and you spend money, right? You go to the Fading Signal Exchange. Look at that. Look at that. It's only 600 out of 5.6k. Juicy. Juicy free mats. That aside, you have nearly 90% crit rate. You have M1. That's good. And, you know, that's great substats. Diabolical disc. Like, actual diabolical disc. Honestly, this is wasted on your trigger. That is honestly wasted on your trigger. But those are some insane trigger stats. I mean, you are running attack here, but that is fine. It's diabolical. Yeah, your trigger is a sub DPS, indeed. That's also a pretty good Bernice. I mean, you know, it's really hard. You're running ER here. You ideally want a 2-piece ER if you can, because you do not have M2. At M2, I'm quite sure that 2-piece Puffer is gonna be better. Unless you are already preparing for M2, right? If you are preparing for M2, I can see it. But otherwise, I'm quite sure that I am very much sure that the 2-piece ER is gonna be better. How do your resources look like? Oh, you are broke. Like, very broke. Battery? Nothing. 2 million Dannies? Yeah, you are broke! You know, you spend money. You spend quite a bit of money. You have her M6. Your discs are really good. Your trigger is holding these kind of discs. That's what your trigger is holding. You will get your account grading. There's just not much more to say. You have an S+ resource management. Your disc walls are S+. Your builds are... honestly, also S+. Your skipped units are an S-, right? You skipped Adia, which in my opinion is a mistake because she's basically a Void Hunter. At least in my opinion. Let's say an S-. Your DA scores are totally fine. Your overworld agent choice is an S+. R5 Snap, R3 Mesmer, R3 Belian, R3 Robin, R3 Gulliver, R3 Sharkboo. You probably want to R5 Robin, but aside from that, that's good. Small note. Maybe R5 Robin. But anything else is really good. I think this is the first actual full S+ account. The literal only thing that I think you could improve upon is leveling this. And maybe get this to 12. But, you know, level your assist to level 11 instead of 10. That is literally the only thing I can think of that you can improve your account outside of roll even better discs. But your discs already are basically 4-liner, 5 rolls into perfect stats anyway, so it's literally just a matter of distribution. I really wanted to dunk on my mod, but I guess that's not happening today. Goodbye, YouTube.